Pressure is building inside Mercedes because the fight between George Russell and Kimi Antonelli is already starting to look dangerously familiar. What was supposed to be an exciting internal rivalry suddenly became a serious concern during the Canadian Grand Prix weekend. The two Mercedes drivers went wheel-to-wheel multiple times, first during the sprint race and then again on Sunday. The battles were aggressive, emotional and extremely close. Antonelli became frustrated with Russell's hard defensive moves during the sprint, forcing the team into internal discussions about racing limits and team rules. And by Sunday, the tension had only grown stronger. The situation nearly exploded completely on lap 24. Russell and Antonelli made slight contact at the final chicane, forcing the young Italian to escape through the runoff area. Mercedes immediately understood the danger. One small mistake could have ended the race for both cars. That's the real issue. And with Antonelli leading the championship by 43 points after his fourth straight victory, the pressure inside the garage is becoming impossible to ignore. Toto Wolff knows exactly what this situation can become. Mercedes still remembers the destructive rivalry between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg in 2016. Back then, the competition pushed the team to the limit emotionally and politically. Now Wolff sees similarities starting to appear again. The difference is that Antonelli is only 19 years old, while Russell is fighting to stop his teammate from completely taking over the team. This changes everything. And this is where the situation becomes serious. Wolff openly admitted that Mercedes may eventually need to step in and calm the internal fight down. It's always easier at the end to say this was great for the team and great for the sport, he explained. But there is another side we need to consider. The Mercedes boss admitted that several moments during the race were simply too close for comfort. He specifically mentioned Antonelli locking his tires while defending and warned that a double DNF could easily have happened, not because of reckless driving, but because of one small error under extreme pressure. Despite that concern, Mercedes still wants to give both drivers freedom to race. Wolff explained that the team trusts both men and wants competition, especially this early in the 2026 title fight. But he also made it clear there is a limit. There may be a situation where we need to reduce the aggressiveness a little bit, he admitted. And it may not stop here, because every race now increases the emotional intensity between the two drivers. Russell actually enjoyed the fight. The British driver compared the battle directly to the famous Hamilton versus Rosberg duel in Bahrain back in 2014. "I loved it," Russell said. "I haven't had a fight like this in years." He also insisted that both drivers kept things under control after talking internally following the sprint race. "We know how we need to race," he added. But the reality inside Mercedes looks more complicated than those calm public comments suggest. Antonelli also admitted the battle crossed the limit at times. "It was close," he said. "Maybe in some moments it was a little bit on the edge. Still, the Italian made it clear he has no intention of backing down. He believes both drivers were simply pushing as hard as possible to win. And that mentality is exactly why Mercedes is becoming nervous. Because now the team faces a dangerous balancing act. Allow two ultra-competitive drivers to race freely or step in before the rivalry turns into a full internal war that could destroy a championship campaign. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.